I'm a hustler, baby.
It's time for Hustle Her podcast. I'm your host, Deshae Keynes. Hustle Her is all about inspiring women through real life experiences that have helped to mold and develop not only me, but my guests into the entrepreneurs and leaders we are today. If you're an enterprising woman determined to succeed and looking for a bit of motivation, a bit of tough love, and some actionable takeaways to be the best you, girl, you are in the right place. My next guest is the founder and CEO of Hollis Designs. Please help me welcome Shanna Hollis.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, I love the pink.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Tried something new. A little off-brand, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Okay, Bermuda pink,
the pink
today.
Okay, there we go. That's what we'll call it, Bermuda pink. Now I love it. All right, so we're going to jump in with some rapid fires, and then we're going to get right into it. Ready?
Ready.
All right, favorite color?
Pink.
Well, duh.
And orange. Hold on, pink and orange.
Okay, pink and orange. All right, because the website is orange.
Yep.
Yes,
predominantly
I like
orange,
yes.
yeah.
All right, dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Definitely. Celebrity crush?
Columbus Short.
Handsome one, not gonna
All
lie.
day Columbus Short.
Favorite Columbus Short movie though?
Oof, what's the one? Him and Megan Good.
Stomp the Yard.
Is that?
Is it Stomp the Yard?
I think so.
Yes, Stomp the Yard.
I don't know, but everybody. And the yellow guy in that one.
He was cute too.
Oof.
He was a villain, but he was cute too.
Oof.
I can't remember his name though, but
Me
he was
either.
cute too.
I'm so bad with names.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite show you're currently watching?
Ooh, I think you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, I watched season 1. I live alone. I can't be watching. You is too realistic for me.
It's
like
a lot.
I feel like that could really happen in real life.
It's a lot. No, definitely.
Season 4 is out.
Definitely. I know. I just binged it
Already?
yesterday. Yeah.
No judgment.
I
no
got
judgment.
like 1 minute, like ounce of free time, and I was like,
Might as well knock it out.
might as well.
I get it. All right. What was your last impulse buy?
Let me think about this. I redone my bedroom, so new bed set, curtains, pillows.
What color?
All of that white.
Yes, my bed set's white. Well,
Yeah.
like creamy. So I get it. What object do you misplace or lose the most?
I don't know. My iPad, I think.
Okay. What's your favorite meal to cook, or do you cook?
Well, lamb rack of lamb.
Okay.
I'm very good with that. A little shrimp, garlic shrimp. Yeah.
Very nice. What is one thing that you wished you enjoyed more?
Sports. I wish.
That was like a little pre-show insider right there.
Yeah, I wish. Me
Yeah.
and sports just.
Do not see eye to eye. I get it. And then lastly, what never fails to make you laugh?
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes?
Dry
Really?
humor. I am the worst.
Really? All right. What did the boy cantaloupe say to the girl cantaloupe when he wanted to marry her? Oh, no, I messed that up. What did the boy melon say to the girl melon when he wanted to marry her?
Let's cantaloupe.
Yeah, we cantaloupe.
Wow.
But I messed it up.
I would have never got it with the beginning clue.
Yes, I messed it up. I'm so mad. We
That was
cantaloupe.
good.
That one killed me.
That was good.
I read that on the back of a popsicle in high school, and I've never forgotten it.
That's how you gain them.
Yes, I'm telling
On top
you.
of like little caps and stuff.
There you go. Best. All right. I'm going to have to remember that properly for the next time. All right. Let's jump in. Tell me about little Shanna. What did little Shanna want to be when she grew up?
I think little Shanna wanted to be a fashion designer. Like I was always sketching designs and things like that. Yeah.
Did you ever like make stuff growing up, or you just sketched?
I just sketched. I was like real artsy. My brother was an artist, is an artist. So a lot of it was sketching and ideas. But yeah, that's what I wanted to be.
And what's some of the things you did growing up, like hobbies? We know you didn't play sports.
Okay. At Elliott, everybody had like sports commitments and stuff. I was in baby doll club.
What is that?
Shout out. Like we held it down. You bring a baby doll to school and you play.
That's a
Like I was so
that
bad
was
at
a
sports.
club?
It was a club. It was a club.
Wow. I didn't know that was a thing.
So bad. I did brownies for a little bit.
Yeah.
What else did I do growing up? I don't know, quite a bit. I would say dance for sure. I danced at Emotions and Jackson's.
Okay.
A little bit of acting, Shakespeare Speaks, pantomime. I used to love acting. A little bit of singing. I'm trying to think what else. I don't know, loads of different little things. Yeah.
Which is good. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing athletic. Nothing sporty.
Nothing.
Dance.
Yeah.
Dance. Yeah.
Okay. So how did all of that, like the sketching and all of that, transition into kind of, I don't want to just diminish it to graphic design, but essentially, correct me if I'm wrong, the designing of things?
So initially, I started with painting. And then as I reached high school, my teacher was a photographer. And at that time, I was like a makeup artist, like full blown. When I was younger, everybody knew me by black lipstick. So I loved doing photo shoots with my friends and then doing the makeup for it. So it was like this whole directing kind of thing. And then I started to play with like making it an advertisement for Juicy Couture or, you know,
nice.
and just playing with it and building a portfolio. A lot of fun, really. And my teacher was like, Shanna, you should try out graphic design. Because I like lots of little things, right? And being able to be hands-on, not just at the computer. So I think that's what I like about graphic design. It doesn't always have to be here, you know, digitally. Yeah.
That's really cool. I mean, like a lot of times people, and I love the fact that your teacher helped you, kind of guided you in that direction, because a lot of times people have these talents and, you know, your teachers or your parents kind of give you the confidence to do that. So I really like the fact that she did that. So was that in high school or in uni?
That was in high school.
Nice.
So
where did you go to high school? Sorry.
Saltis.
Okay, nice.
So it was kind of that or accounting. I was really good at accounting
Wow,
then.
two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Totally. Like, yeah. So I think in high school, I was like, I know I'm going to leave an accountant. Everyone was like, Shanna, your personality really isn't given for this role. And I was like, I'll make it. Like,
yeah, maybe not.
But I'm happy they pushed me because honestly, after high school, college, just that whole creative arts community was intense and insane. Like just the exposure and everybody really with bold personalities open up. Like I just loved that, like all that self-expression, like lapped it up.
Yeah.
It was really good, yeah.
Where did you go to uni?
I went to Maryland Institute College of Art.
Nice.
It's called MICA in Baltimore.
So everyone there was that big, bold, kind of artsy.
It was a culture shock, right?
Really?
Because in Bermuda, we're kind of, I won't say, we're very pop. Like we have our pop colors, but we're kind of minimal. You know, we're kind of clean dress versus everything. Like every element is considered and like blown times 1,000.
Wow.
Like you can look at the person and know, oh, they're a ceramics major, they're a painting major, they're goth, they're this, you know? So it was very much that stuff that you didn't think really exists. But when you went there, it was like, woof.
So you could be a goth major?
No. But I was just saying, like,
that's
so I guess,
trash.
like, the ceramics always had, like, the loose overalls, baggy sweat top, you know, and always the, like, muddy pants and things like that. Graphic design was, like, all black, gray.
Really?
Yeah. I always had black and gray. The nerve to wear heels to class with the giant backpack. It is what it is. But you knew who was what major in school. I think painters were the ones that, like, they got into like little, I guess, pockets of styles. Okay. And then you see that in their work, right?
Gotcha.
Like in Bermuda, I would say Jabbar is like that. Like he's kind of laid back, lax, and you see it in his work, right?
So were you, when you left to go to university and you had this culture shock, like were you able to kind of feel like you just could be yourself in that environment, or did you think you had to adapt?
I think at first, I think I was really kind of upset because I was like, I don't see myself blending into this space. And then once I kind of got over that hurdle, it was you get to develop and have fun with everything you've wanted to have fun with. Like if I went to color block and wear orange shoes, pink pants, and a blue top, like this is the time to do so. I had every color hair in school. Like it was a fantastic time, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Do you miss it? Being able to be like that free?
I would say yes and no, but I think to a certain extent, no. I do live that out. Like, I'm very much free and open going. And I think I express that, like how I act, art I do, things I wear. So I haven't lost it. And luckily, I go to visit Baltimore all the time. So I guess it wasn't just a college experience because those pockets of creative still live there.
Gotcha.
It's kind of just like a culture that's out there.
Nice.
So it's nice to always like be able to go visit that.
Yeah.
Get
definitely.
your creative juices back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. So Shanna Hollis Designs, like walk me through how you got there. Like you came back from university and what?
So I came back, initially the plan was to do baby apparel at Carter's, like textiles.
Okay. Yeah.
Got it, fell through. So we moved. I came back to Bermuda, and all I wanted to do was bring the knowledge that I had from Bermuda, like from away to Bermuda. So after I graduated, I started teaching. I've been a teacher, I think, for four years now. Going on 5. Kaleidoscope. Nice. Kaleidoscope Arts Foundation, yeah. So, but while doing that, I was like, I just want to take Bermuda and redesign everything. Like that was always in my head when I graduated, because I started to see things different. I'm like, this would be cool with this, and this would be cool with this. So I started talking to people, and at one point I was just getting my friends. I'm like, let me please redo your logo. Like, let me please. And eventually it just picked up. I think what really started my career here was a piece that I entered in the Charming Prize. And it was this minimal graphic that kind of like encaps, I guess, Bermuda, like from top to bottom. And everybody just loved this style. It was minimal, it was plain. And that was also a thing for me. So in college, when I entered being a graphic designer, my issue was that it was so much going on, right? Like, Shanna, bring it down, simply. But I'm like, Bermuda's colorful. It's colorful, it's busy, you know, like, how do you minimize that? So a lot of my college experience was actually figuring out how can we deliver Bermuda in a clean way, you know, how can we tell this story in a minimal version? So when I was able to do that in that show, people were like, we haven't seen it in this way, you know? And then from there, I was asked Department of Culture to do this massive mural that fell through, but that's okay. And then next led to the Philadelphia mural. Like, things kind of just trickled, like just the style, really. And then, like I said, I worked doing graphic design here, freelance, and picking up different clients here and there, rebranding. And also, I would say a pivot with my business when I joined the Ignite program, right?
Because I heard that's really good.
It was good. So for me, you leave as artists, right? You leave art school and you're like, okay, I know how to do the skill. Right. The business side, though, like, whoosh.
Yeah.
So that was, the Ignite experience was really good. So I learned how to properly function things, you know. If I cannot fully do it myself, it needs to be given on.
As an entrepreneur, a lot of those things. So I really like the Ignite program. I actually wish it was around when I first became an entrepreneur, because a lot of the things, and I know Lara can attest as well, you just kind of, it's like trial and error. Like,
definitely,
you know, when you first start your business,
it's learning lessons.
Like, absolutely. And some of them cost you like money, and that you won't. I know. I'm telling you, a lot of money.
Tell me about it. I have learned quite a bit.
I'm telling you, like, the importance of a lawyer, the importance of your contracts, the importance of, and you know, when you first start out, you just want the business, right? It's like, okay, fine, I'll compromise on my price, whatever that is.
Yes.
And 100% wish, looking back now, I would have known some of the things that I know now. That's why when I meet new entrepreneurs, I'm like, overload. I know you didn't ask for this information, but take it. Like, take it. Like,
and I think that's so helpful, you know, like people giving you knowledge, because it's tough. It is tough. It's a different type of grit. Like,
100%. And like I said, that being burned as an entrepreneur, it changes the way you look at almost every deal after that. And it's almost necessary. I hate that, but, you know, because you're too nice sometimes in the beginning.
Yes.
And I don't know. Look at Laura, she's shaking her head.
You have to, really, you kind of have to grow some.
I'm telling you. It's the truth.
Get it done.
It is so true. So what's your favorite piece you've done so far?
That would be my college thesis. So
what was that?
it was a fashion collection, I think 12 pieces, called 21 Miles. And
Oh, cute. I like that.
right. And so when I was in college, everybody was like, Shanna, you're in graphic design, but you should be in the fibers lab. So that was fashion and costume and inflatables, everything. So for my thesis, I said, I want to bring Bermuda in this iconic pop style, kind of like Andy Warhol inspired. And I just want to celebrate it. And I did that. But I think it was more rewarding because I had never sewn before. I had never created my own textiles. Like this was top to bottom. And the fact that it was so successful, it was just really rewarding. And it ended up in a magazine, Footwear News magazine. I was just like, whoosh, like, yeah, that's my favorite piece still to date. That was 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, 2018 seems like so long ago, and it actually wasn't. Like in terms of like just the pandemic, we just lost 3 years of like life. Like
exactly.
I still feel like 2019 was last year. Like
I know, and now I missed my chance to do Miss Bermuda. Apparently, I'm too old now.
What?
COVID took that, but I don't even know if we still do that.
I actually don't know the last time we had a Miss Bermuda pageant.
I know, what a shame.
I know.
What a shame.
I think Alyssa is technically still our Miss Bermuda. She was like the last one.
Oh, wow.
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know either, girl. I'm not sure.
But I will enter. My 2 years
so
were
wait,
robbed.
how old do you how old do you have to be?
I think 25.
That's the wait. Oh, I'm not gonna put your business out there, but okay, cool.
I know I'm a fossil now.
Oh, jeez, if you're a fossil, then what are we, Lara? I don't even understand. We're gonna have to get Lara on mic for the next one. Because if you're a fossil, oh my God, like that is hilarious.
Okay,
I'm not gonna take offense to it at all. So you spoke about like some of the different things that you've learned since you've been an entrepreneur, and it's relatively recent as well that you've become an entrepreneur. What's one of the biggest lessons you've learned so far?
Communication. I think for me, I feel like that's an artist struggle, right? Because you want to deliver the best product. So sometimes we hold on to it because we're like, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. And I think oftentimes while we're working, you're just in your mind, oh, I know they want this, but it can be better if. But it's just communicating that to your clients, you know? Like you have to communicate. Like this is going on, this issue has arisen, this. So just making sure you are there with your client. Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, and I agree with you on that as well. Like sometimes, especially working with a lot of creatives, like sometimes you could be like, no, that's amazing. You know what I mean? Like it looks really good. Or I'm very big on just trusting the people that you've hired to do something.
Yeah.
Like you could ask, I mean, I keep saying Lara because she's here, but I'm just like, Lara, you tell me. Like, is
and
it good?
that's the best
like,
feeling.
You
like
tell
when
me.
your client gives you creative freedom, I'm just like, bless you.
Yes.
Bless you. Because now I can do what I have to do.
Exactly. And just kind of like let it out there. So, yeah. So what would you say is like your zone of genius? And when I say zone of genius, because I feel like everybody thinks something different about that. When is the most optimal time for you to do work?
Morning.
Really?
I am a morning person in all its glory. I wake up with singing like
immediately.
Immediately.
Wow.
Start my day. I know.
No, it's not me.
It's not for everyone.
It isn't.
Trust me.
I don't know how, like, so many people in my life are morning people. And I'm just like, how do I attract these people close to me? Because we should be taking a nap.
Over. Nighttime is But to be honest, no, because also I'll work right through to the morning. But I guess that's still morning after 12.
So what time do you go to bed?
What is sleep? No, I'm kidding.
That's how I feel this week.
Kind of not kidding.
Not at all.
I would say between 11 and 1. Yeah.
Okay, that's not, I mean, I feel like that's pretty typical.
Bad.
Yeah.
Unless I get stuck in on something. And then I'm like, no, but this. Then like a 3 a.m.
And then you're still waking up early and being this amazing morning person?
Like 7.
Ooh, girl. So how would your parents describe what you do? Do they like know, or are they kind of like
that's a funny, interesting question. I think they know now. Like they know that I'm a graphic designer because I grew up. My brother was a traditional oil painter, so like your Bob Ross, Michelangelo, right? And then there's me. and this graphic art, so everything's like bold, computerized. I know my granny has no clue. She's like, "What you do?" I'm like, "This." She's like, "You did that?" I'm like, "Yeah." But no, my parents, they know now. Like, they know now what graphic design is. I don't think they understand the branding aspect of it, like what I actually do client-wise. But I think they understand it from the arts point of view.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, I keep saying like your brother was an artist as well. Like, who do you guys get that from? Are both your parents artists, or?
So my grandfather, from the States, he was a sculptor.
Okay.
Right. So
And that just kind of skipped a
trickled
generation
down. It
and
just
came to you
trickled
guys.
down. I think everybody's really creative. Like my mom, she's real craftsy. So I remember like when she would build a scene out of paper and all the rest, like igloos. She always used to like hook spaces up. And then my dad, he paints, and he was always creative at drawing and things like that. So it kind of
you guys just had a really art based kind of
but
family.
I heard Hollis's overall were a
Really?
pretty creative bunch. I was told, yeah.
I don't know. I'm really bad at that, like family stuff. Like in terms of like knowing the different families and what they were good at.
Totally.
I'm not one of those people that's like, Shanna girl, who's your people? That's not me. I don't know. I don't know if that's just generational, but
no, same.
Yeah. So how do you, when we talk about marketing and building a successful customer base, like how do you get new customers? How are you marketing yourself to get new customers?
Honestly,
or clients, I should say.
I would say where I am grateful that Bermuda is kind of so small. I know I work alongside Holly. She has her own, I guess, what does she do? Buys art for clients, like corporate clients, things like that. Otherwise, mostly is word of mouth. I work a lot with Brown Lion, Nikki Fagan, and Zena. But yeah, really word of mouth.
That's good.
And social media plays a good role. LinkedIn plays a good role.
Yeah. What do you wish you could do more in Bermuda that you feel like we're kind of limited to because of our size?
Absolutely everything.
Yeah.
I would say creative wise, just having an actual maker space, right? Like if Bermuda had this space to do proper screen printing, like to just do so much, like textile printers, like just a nice, huge warehouse space to be able to create. Yeah, because I think in that way, if we had a space like that with different things going, it allows people to have more creative control versus oftentimes I create and have to send it away because we don't have the capability.
Yeah.
For example, right now, I would like to print a giant canvas, and we just don't, we can't do that.
Nowhere to do that.
Exactly.
Wow. So what do you do in instances like that?
We call around the globe. I mostly call my friends that I went to school with. I'm like, do you know of or do you work with? Like whoever's in the field that I need. And then they would direct me in that direction.
No, I get it. And then if you could kind of, and I know you're just in the beginning of your career and things like that, but if you could look back, and I know you said you originally wanted to be a designer, like if you could look back at that little Shanna and where you are now, like would you still want to do that, or what would you tell her?
I will probably make an active moves to definitely still do that.
Okay.
And it's not a hard jump. It's an easy pivot. But I would just tell her, like younger me, believe in yourself, you know. I think oftentimes when I was younger, I was always compared work-wise because my whole house is creatives, right? And I'm just like, what you do is valid. It's a different style, which I think in Bermuda we need to be understanding.
Yeah.
People are abstract artists, traditional artists, graphic artists, photographers. Like it's all a different style, you know. But just believe in yourself. Be confident and go for it. Believe in your ideas. Yeah.
That's good. So, I mean, I feel like, do you want to design a collection for you, like now, like a clothing one?
Totally. Yeah. Listen, if we had scheduled this a little bit later, this jacket I'm working on right now, yeah, I would love to come to my interview decked out in Shanna.
In your jacket?
Designs. Yeah, totally.
Well, this won't come out for a while, so maybe by that time it may be, and that's the photo we put on your stuff.
That would be good. If you've seen the Johnny Walker statue I did for Bars and Life,
yes,
and it has like the big bold Bermuda motif patterns, just stuff like that, big bold Bermudian inspired.
Love that. I like how you wanted to come back and you wanted to like show Bermuda through a different lens. Like, do you feel like you've been able to do that, or do you want to do more of it?
I would love to do more. I feel like, yeah, just expand it. What really I would like to do is collaborate more, right? Because, I mean, like you said, I'm an art auntie. They call me an auntie.
Not you are not an auntie.
I know, but they have called me an auntie.
Who would call you an auntie?
The younger creatives.
They call
so
me an auntie. Confused. If you're an auntie, I'm a grandma.
But
girl.
But I would love to like collaborate, right? Because I would say like the younger than myself creatives, like the things they're doing are just so out there and wild, and like to be able to do that together, I think would just be an awesome experience. I would say we are currently artists like Yassine that put together creatives all the time.
Yeah,
it's really awesome. But yeah, just being able to collaborate.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I feel like the creative community in Bermuda is tight knit. I don't know if I'm wrong about that, but I feel like when you see one creator, you see another, or like they're always together, or they're trying to do different things together. What I kind of like and dislike a little bit about Bermuda in that regard is when you have a big project, you kind of have to pull everybody in on it. There's not just one company who can do it for you. Like you have to bring everybody in, which is good, I think, in one side. But then in another side, it's kind of like, well, if we had two big projects going on in the country, could we facilitate both?
That's true.
Probably not.
That is true.
But, you know, you just think about it in that way. But I do like that that aspect of the creative world in Bermuda is you have to pull from this person and this person for collaborative ideas.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So what would you say has been like, or who or what is like been your biggest inspiration so far?
Locally, internationally, or
just period. Your parents, your grandma, auntie, uncle, anybody.
I always say this, but Oprah. I'm just gonna give it to Oprah.
Really? Yeah, why really. Oprah?
Female boss, took life by the reins and just went for it, you know, and just expanded and grew and grew. I would say, like, I think life-wise, Oprah. Creative-wise, I was always inspired by Andy Warhol and Annie Leibovitz. Yeah.
So you must love Hamilton Princess. There's so many Andy Warhols in there,
and Cause, Lovers Park,
Good. So when you say you love their work, like do you not mimic it, but you're inspired by it? Do you want to do something similar to what they do, or you just like their overall style?
I would say, no, it definitely works its way into my work. I think like implementing these styles, like seeing how they might change how we see line or how we see figures, and then being able to implement that into like a Bermudian kind of way.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's like your biggest fear as a new entrepreneur?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I really have a fear as an entrepreneur. Oh,
that's good.
Because honestly, like when you overcome, I guess, client business relationships that don't work out, you learn and you grow and you pivot.
Yeah.
I think at one point in my life, that was what I was scared of the most. Like, what if it doesn't work? But it's not that it doesn't work. I can align you to somebody that might be more suited to the project. I would say there aren't no fears. I think one thing is just put it out there.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you know what to do.
Yeah. No, seriously. I think that's really good. Yeah. Because a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we fear so much because we don't want to lose money or we don't want to lose a client. But I like what you said just now about, it just didn't work and maybe, I refer you to somebody else. And that's a really good way to look at things because most people don't. They're like, nope, I'm going to keep this business and I'm going to just figure out a way to make it work.
You can't do that. You absolutely can.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I never really thought about it that way before. So that's good. What would you say is a misconception about you? What is something that people think, oh, this is Shanna Hollis, but it really isn't you?
Oh, I don't know. A misconception of me.
Or do you just come who you are all the time and that's it?
I think so. I don't know. I guess publicly, I'm trying to think. I would feel I'm always quite bubbly, right? I guess a misconception would be, as you're like a really bubbly person, like, oh, maybe I don't need to take it that serious. No. So I guess that could kind of be
because you're so like friendly and bubbly.
Right.
They don't have to take you seriously as like a woman. Like, I'm an adult now.
And I think that was the biggest part about being an entrepreneur in Bermuda. It's like being taken seriously as a young woman, a young Black woman at that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not going to put either of our ages out there, but I still get that now at my age. Around, it doesn't matter what, as an entrepreneur, at work every single day, like people, I say all the time, like, when do I stop? When am I no longer a young woman? Like, when am I just a woman?
Exactly.
Like, when does that happen?
Exactly.
Like, is it 30? Is it 35? Is it when you get
this
married?
young lady. I'm like,
okay. Young lady. Like,
yeah.
What? Like, yeah, it was at this organization, and they were like, oh yeah, you should be on our young adult committee. I'm like, young adult? Like, when do I just become an adult? Like, when does that happen?
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to see it. But it's nice, like, to have people, I guess, like mentors, or maybe just people that you could look up to that have been in the game, like, I guess, longer than you. Because I got advice and, like, how to navigate those situations.
That's good.
Like, it's really helpful to be able to get advice like that.
Yeah, definitely. So when you think of successful business, Shanna Hollis, where you want to be, like, what do you think, how do you define success in your business/career?
I guess long term, similar to like a Romero Brito, he's a pop artist, but he is like swept over everything, literally. Like, if there's a Disney character, a soda can, an umbrella, a designer shoe, a car, like, his designs, his patterns have been on all of it.
Got you.
So for me, I guess similar to that, just the outreach of, like, I guess my style and like what I'm trying to promote, which is like positivity, like brightness, boldness, all of that. So I think it would be outreach, like seeing how far this could go. Yeah.
I love that. And then I guess lastly, Shanna girl, we ran through this quickly, which I love. But lastly, what do you want to be remembered for? Like, when you're no longer here and someone says Shanna Hollis or Shanna Hollis Designs, what do you want them to say about you?
I would like them to say, like, she was a creative, a massive, successful creative. I would say somebody that paved the way, and knocked down a lot of barriers, or I guess these limiting beliefs we have there, like just being able to sweep those away. So yeah, somebody that paved the way for other creatives, somebody that, like Oprah, took it by the horns and just went for it. Yeah. A real go-getter, yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Well, thank you, Miss Shanna girl. I really appreciate you for joining me today. So if anyone wants to reach out to you because they need a brand or whatever that may look like from a graphic design perspective, how should they get in touch with you?
You could shoot me an email at info@shannahollis.com. You could visit my website, www.shannahollis.com. Or you can check out my Instagram, Shanna Hollis Designs.
And if they just want to keep up with your lovely, bold, bubbly personality, seeing what you're doing every day, how can they do that?
Instagram. For sure. Shanna Hollis Designs, yes.
Yes.
I plan on having some fun things coming out quite soon.
Yeah.
To be like people so that they could keep up, Yeah,
definitely. And is there like a project you're working on you want to let us know about, or can you not tell us until it's out? This probably won't go until March, so.
I guess project-wise, I'm doing some fun things with the airport currently. Nice. As well as Butterfield, Bank of Butterfield, something cool that would be out there. What else? I guess exciting for me, by the time this comes out, I'll be chairman of the Bermuda Arts Council.
Yay! So congratulations.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Really planning to do some fun stuff with that. Yeah, cool. For sure.
Nice. Love that. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening today. I'm so excited to have Shanna Hollis in the house. See, that's an auntie statement. Anyway, so I'm so happy that she's here with us. Like she said, reach out to her on Instagram if you're looking to just see a bit more about her. So it's Shanna Hollis Designs on Instagram, and then ShannaHollisDesigns.com.
ShannaHollis.com.
ShannaHollis.com. There we go. And if you want to learn more about the business, you just go there. Now, guys, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, come on. Let's just subscribe. You know you're going to watch every week anyway. So let's just go ahead and subscribe. And then on top of that, go to the website, www.hustlehardpodcast.com. Make sure you sign up. We have some really cool sponsors that are coming up, and we're doing giveaways every single week. One of them I cannot wait to start eating once this episode is over, and you don't want to miss out on all those cool giveaways. Thank you again for listening to Hustle Hard Podcast.